Hey, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Schmoedown Night in Canada. I am your friendly neighborhood soda, joined by the crew this week. I have with me Ben Big Fudge Rayner, our Kiwi from all the way down in New Zealand, and Taco from a hotel lobby in Minnesota.
Yes.
And
Minneapolis, Minnesota. What's
yeah,
up?
Ooh, upgrades.
and Ryan Payne over from San Diego. How you got? How you doing?
Good. Apparently, my camera did not want to work for me the way you guys started, so it decided to, throw a tantrum. But other than that, I'm good.
Right on. Yeah, I was wondering about that because it pops up and like, oh, where did Ryan go?
Yeah, no, I wanted to make a dramatic entrance.
And
Same
who
thing.
won a dramatic match this was, right?
No kidding.
Yeah,
This is fantastic.
it was
I
insane.
not to get into spoilers, but this is probably the first time Fast Money. I know the speed round of buzz rounds, but the first time Fast Money has been this deciding.
Yeah.
Holy crap! We'll get to it, but literally, my wife and me were just watching from the bed in our hotel room, and she's going every time they're saying pass, she's going what, and I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, this is the end.
I will say this match. I know. To rewind a couple months back when Christian said he was gonna, not do a lot of digital matches next year. A lot, and when we had that match at Collision between Shazam and Corruption, many of the fandom were arguing that why wasn't it Fast Money when and they led to a whole debate between Buzzards and Fast Money, and there were some fans out there that thought Fast Money was superior. This match is an example of why Fast Money should not be allowed once it starts getting back in.
Okay.
No, nothing against the players, but I'm just saying, seeing exactly what we just saw in this match, this plays an example as to why Fast Money is not always the best thing to use in speed rounds.
Let's definitely get into that when we get to round
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, we'll get
because
it,
we definitely need to talk about it. But
I just want to
I'm
get my
currently
opinions out there first.
I get it because I did the exact same thing before you. But I am currently sitting in a hotel lobby with one shoe on, holding a beer. So before I get asked to leave or go back to my room, let's get going.
Okay. So the match we are here to cover tonight is none other than the team's tournament final between the Press Room of the Quirky Mercs and King Arthur of the Finstock Exchange. Two teams that, when you look at the opening bracket, probably was one of everybody's picks to be there. But hey, they are both two rookie teams, and you know what? For the most part, it was a great match. I'm not going to lie. Like, it wasn't like top tier, but it was still a good match.
I think that I was probably one of the only people who were still defending Press Room for being in here because there's a lot of people talking crap about Press Room. I'm not super surprised by either of these teams coming in, but with how strong every team was, it was so, like we said at the beginning when we first saw those brackets, any team could win this, and we just got proven right. That was it. Any team could have won. We said any team thinking, oh, Deception or Lightning Time, or not Lightning Time, but Danger Zone. But really, any team. And guess what? The two rookies and then Nemrov and a rookie made it to the finals.
Yeah.
I think that just shows you how amazing this league is.
Yeah, anything can happen. Any team can go through. Everyone thought this would be a heavy veteran finals, but when we saw it, it's a rookie final. That's what we just
Yep.
got.
Has
Speaking of
any
which,
tournament been heavy veteran?
I mean, outside of Perry, who's the only veteran in this matchup, it was mainly rookies.
Yeah.
And she's a veteran by the strictest deal. Like, she has not had a lot of
by
experience.
default, pretty much.
A little bit last year. She definitely made her coming out party last year, and she played way back in the day. But this year is the first time where she's like a household player, and I think she's earned it, and I think she's awesome. I love Perry.
Brian Newsbaum with the comment here: Griffey's rookie of the year, going 8-0 in singles. In teams, yeah. If it was not Thomas Harper, it's going to be Griffin Newman.
Well, yeah, it was obvious that Griffin Newman was definitely one of the strongest front runners for Rookie of the Year, but him advancing in the team finals has pretty much cinched him being Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Some are going to say, "Oh, he should win. It's not going to win until he wins a belt." It shouldn't matter. I mean,
I
if
do
you think he needs to be a rookie, if he needs to win that award to win a belt, I'm sorry about your way of thinking, but if we go in the way of sports, MVPs can be won even from a team that has not won the championship.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers got MVP of NFL last year, and he wasn't even in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Like,
Connor McDavid's won the
And also-
NHL MVP so many times, and he's barely made the playoffs. Shut up, Taco.
You
And
can still
Aaron
be
Rodgers
the best player
is
in
a
the
piece of
world, but
crap.
not be on a
Yeah,
championship
I second
team.
that, Taco.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is a piece of shit.
Piece of
Well,
shit,
I'm a Vikings fan currently in Minneapolis, and out of my hotel room I can see the U.S. Bank Stadium, and I kept telling my wife, "We can stay another day and watch a football game, right?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "Come on, one more day." Anyways, fuck, I had one more thing I was gonna say before we actually jumped in. Wow, I wanted to play devil's advocate with you, Ryan. I don't believe this, but the recency bias is so big that it is for a lot of fans, not me, but a lot of fans are gonna go spectaculars like 50% of their thoughts going into voting. It just will be. And it's gonna be who's walking out of there with medal. And I'll tell you right now, you know who has dark horse? Nikki DiMolante has dark horse.
That's right.
If she beats Thomas, I think it's gonna come down to if Nooms has medal or Nikki. I don't agree with that. I think Nooms is a shoe-in. I know because I'm using a shoe to hold up my phone right now. It's a shoe-in. But I do think that if the only rookie to walk out as spectacular is Nikki, she could get it.
She could.
And I do agree with you, Taco. But what Brian had pulled up in that comment that he is 8-0 so far. I mean, obviously,
That's amazing.
most. And I am against
King Arthur never lost, not before teams. I thought they had one
Their
loss before the
debut
tournament.
was against Final Exam. Their debut as a team was against Final Exam.
They didn't play before the tournament?
No, most of the new teams didn't. The old guard, it was their first match. The Untouchable was their first match.
I'm thinking Press Room had a loss before the tournament.
They did. Press Room's been together for. They've been playing for a bit.
Because Horowitz's first loss was in teams. That's why I'm confused. We're good.
Yeah, it was against Rushmore when it was a TKO loss.
All right. Who did everyone have going in? Let's start.
Well,
King Arthur.
Yeah, King Arthur.
I'm a Griffey shill. I'll ride or die with that boy.
I know you are a big Griffey Nooms fan. I
right off the bat.
But I'm not going to deny that this is King Arthur's favorite. But I love Press Room.
The voice is Orko. Come on.
I'm in the odd man out. I wanted Press Room. I had Press Room going in.
I wanted Press
Room
Room
in the watch room. We did have a very sad Ben.
I wanted to see Perry go to the big dance for the championship. Yeah, because mainly because I was looking at the story of it, but it was hard not to ignore. It would be very damn difficult to ignore the run Griffey Nooms has, and also King Khan as well. Like those two worked very well together.
He has a gimmick finally.
Yeah, those two worked perfectly
They've got
together.
a great team dynamic.
They do.
Great team dynamic.
Really
Especially
good.
for a rookie team. King Arthur.
And I do want to say, Perry did make it to a big dance. The fact that she was in a 5-round match is awesome for me.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, when you look at the quality of player she was before, she just never could find her footing. And it seemed like she was kind of hesitant to even join the league. And she went from that to being in a winning, almost going to a finals, not winning, but going to a finals in teams tournament. That's amazing. I love it.
She was my sentimental favorite for sure, for all the reasons you said. But I mean, like logically, like you looking at it, like stats wise, play wise,
King Arthur's so good.
I was about to jump into that bit, but yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I did have no question. Isn't Perry the A player in the Press Room?
You're talking about
not today. She wasn't.
No.
It was Josh. Was definitely the strong player. What's up, Matt? Josh was definitely the A player in this group. Although Perry, she was at least able to pull in some points in order for the lead in the first round not to be too big.
So,
I mean, and you can see in her face, there were answers that she knew it was just like they were not coming to her.
Ben, are you asking if she's A tier or if she is the A player?
The A player, like in the
Press Room.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
I'm counting today.
I'd say it's almost a mixed bag. It really depends. If you go back and watch their
that's what makes them such a
rounds,
good team.
It changes.
Yeah, because she has owned a team or like second rounds before, but Like, yeah, round 2, she is owned. She's usually a little. I'm not the numbers guy, but she's usually a little lower in round 1.
Yeah.
But if she hits something she's good at, Josh doesn't even ask her. She just goes.
Yeah.
You know, and he's like, yeah, man, yeah. But then it's the other way around too. So they are very equal. I think he's a little better on the broad information, but if it's her wheelhouse, she's gonna knock him out. Well, before today, we will talk about round 4.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's just hop right into it. Let's just start with the first round. Yeah. Who wants to get the stats on that one? Because
who's got stats? I don't have notes.
Well, going through that, it was clear that the two people that keep their. I mean, obviously, looking at King Khan's performance in singles along with Griffey and Josh, it felt obvious that all three of these men would be the ones to gain. All three of them could get a perfect round. It could have been a replication of seeing Chaos Theory going up against Deception, where 3 players got a perfect round and 1 person didn't. And maybe we're thinking, obviously, Perry wasn't going to be the one to get that. But after the third question, no, Griffey Nooms, he missed the 5th question. But even then, seeing the point differential spread after that 3rd question to where Perry and Josh missed it, and then Khan and Griffey got it to where it was a 2-point lead.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to continue that way, but then the changes were happening. We saw Khan, he missed 3 questions that really kept the press room alive, and Josh was able to pick it back up. And then Griffin Nooms, he misses that, Artie Nooms, he misses
yeah, for real. Show some respect. Jeez. Artie Nooms.
Yeah, I don't got time to deal with Griffin Artie's little split personality, okay?
They all missed the 7th question, though. They all didn't know what that was.
I'm trying to remember
what was the 7th question? Kiwi's got it. She's smart.
No, I just write things.
Second,
what movie has the tagline, if you can't breathe, you can't scream?
Yes, that one. I knew it was Anaconda.
I got it wrong.
I knew it was a man.
What did you guess, Tucker?
All right.
I'm really curious.
All right. Did it say anything about decades? It didn't.
It was
right?
from the 90s.
It did say 90s?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was watching it in bed trying to get a baby to sleep in a hotel room. I just read the question. Oh, that's a massive.
The question was.
No. Ryan, I know. Those are the questions. No. The sentence I was gonna say was I just didn't hear the category, but they didn't say the decade in the question. I thought it was Quiet Place. So
wait, you thought Eric Stoltz was in Quiet Place?
Did they say Eric Stoltz?
Yes.
Well, then I missed that part of the question.
The question: what monster movie from director Luis Loza and featuring Eric Stoltz had the tagline, "When you can't breathe, you can't scream"?
Okay, so I heard like 3 words of it because I know that director didn't direct Quiet Place. All right, I was very distracted. I didn't have it. All right, sorry for even showing up, guys.
No, you're always welcome. But it was interesting seeing how the question, nobody got that. Like they all had different answers.
Yeah, that was
a hard question.
They didn't even all go for the same one.
Once I heard the director. Luis Loza,
Wait. He's not a household name in your household, dude. We have Luis.
Look, if I'm being honest,
Friday.
I'm surprised Perry missed it because it is a horror film and that is her wheelhouse. So I'm actually a little surprised she missed it.
I'm pretty sure if they had added more actors other than Eric Stoltz, like if they said Jennifer Lopez or John Boyd or Ice Cube, I'm pretty sure they would have gotten it. Or Owen Wilson.
I think the problem though that Perry was also rattled. We could see that she missed quite a lot of questions at this point that I think she was starting to get into her own head.
Well, this is an interesting stat, Jess. You told us how many points she got in round 1. It's pretty low.
Like
she
even
got
looking
2
at
out
her,
of 8.
2 questions out of 8.
Yeah.
She got 2?
Yeah.
In round 1?
Yeah, and Josh got 5.
Yeah.
That's a bad round 1.
So no wonder she didn't know. She was starting to fret.
One more thing about Anaconda. The only good thing that come out of that movie is Brett Sheridan's
impression.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know. Everyone.
Thank you.
I know a lot of people say that.
I've spent so much money to hear Brett Sheridan do that impression. I am not ashamed of it.
That was you?
Oh, dude, I used to do super chats. I remember it was President's Day like 2 years ago. And I was like, can I hear John? I put in like $20 and I was like, can I hear John Voight tell me what his favorite president is? And he just went, okay, Taft. And that's all he said. He just said tapped, and then like held the face. I laughed for like 5 minutes.
God, yeah, he's so good because he gets so animated. He's like, "Oh, you see, great." Got to show that to you, Jess, man.
Yeah, Jess. So Brett Sheridan used to do a John Voight from Anaconda impressions on the spot during SEN.
When they were on YouTube, whenever the donations came in.
Brett Sheridan is the original sniper.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep.
I actually had him in both of his matches until he played Smith. I didn't have him get Smith.
But he beat Bonnie.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great match.
We're just happy Bonnie showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, did she?
she?
Okay, let's move on because Jess is looking like, what the fuck are these guys talking
Bonnie
about?
Somerville, the chick from
Griffey only missed one.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, it was the Anaconda one. Yeah.
Now I gotta ask, how did Khan do? Because I paid so much attention to Griffin
He got
Rooms.
3.
Oh
Really?
my god! So this was the
3 plus
rematch.
7 is 10. They came out of round
It
1
was
10 to 8.
Yeah.
So round 1 was like Griffey versus Horowitz, and Perry and Khan were there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. But here's the thing: is the difference I think you saw was Khan didn't let it get to him, and even watching them go into the second round, you could see Perry getting into her head just that little bit.
It was very, very noticeable, and I'm like, I wonder what Coy said to her. Like, we didn't see it, but I'm wondering what he said to her.
I mean, I don't blame her. If I got 2, I'd be like, why am I here?
Yeah.
I would get my head in a second.
I mean, I know a lot of people will be. I really hope the community doesn't have that kind of thought saying it out loud about Perry.
No, I'm saying that about myself. I'm meaner to myself than I am to players. Perry's amazing.
Taco, I understand that, but one thing about this community is that if they see someone play a bad match, immediately they're going to be throwing this stuff in there. They've said this about Lon, how he's been holding Paul Oyama back. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to hear similar complaints about that towards Perry, and I would be one of the few to go against all those motherfuckers in the chat and tell them, shut your ass up. You don't know what it's like in Perry's position. Don't judge this performance from her about her ability as a player. Or this year, honestly, how many people can take the time from their day to study trivia, go online, do many team meetings, and still come out the way that she played? I mean, let's not forget, she went to sudden death against Ben Bateman. She did an upset against Mike Kalinowski last year. I mean,
she did an upset.
Most people would have buckled, but Perry, she stayed as valid as she may have looked. She did stay focused in. I mean, even when it came to round 2, she. Oh, go ahead.
You know who would make a good team for next season? Perry and Paige.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'd see
Boston
that.
Press. I like it.
I want a Boston Press. Badass room. Okay. No. So to
Boston scary.
Boston. To follow what Ryan was saying, I'm really tired of the chat thinking that they can decide who's on teams or not. Like it bothers me so much. There's 3 people. It bothers me because there's 3 people who can decide if Lon should be in freaking final exam. Their names are Lon Harris, Paul Oyama, and fucking Winston. And there's 3 people who can decide if Perry should be in press room. And it's Perry, Josh, and freaking Coy. Shut the fuck up. Know your place. Chat and shut up. Like it bothers me so much.
I mean, just enjoy the show. And
there's reasons why she's there.
Unfortunately, a lot of the people that you see in the chat are very chummy with the competitors and think they can say whatever they want.
How loud is the lobby for you guys? Is it horrible?
I hear something.
I can hear
it's not like
noises.
really bad.
It feels like background noise.
Is it really bad?
No. I'm just wondering why
We'll
Ben
just mute
moved all the
you
way
if
to
it
the-
gets too much.
I'm wondering why Ben
Taco is like coming after me for getting that team.
He's joking.
Shame, Taco. Shame.
Oh wow, we didn't mean for you to leave, Taco.
I didn't do that. I'm on my phone right now. I can't just bounce out. I would be like this. Me leaving would be like, see you guys. I'm literally in a hotel lobby. Yeah. Okay, So round 2.
Yes, after round 2, we had.
How
King
am I
Arthur-
holding us together? What do you guys up?
We had King Arthur deferring the first spin to Press Room, who landed on musicals, which I
They
was
went
rooting
for
for.
it.
Yes, me and Justin were watching. We're like, come on, musicals, and they did, and we both did great.
Well, yeah, you two did, but
Not me.
hearing
Not
Perry
me.
and Josh go back and forth, Josh felt moderate. Perry was really unsure about it.
Yeah.
So it was kind of interesting that they would stick with it. I mean, I thought they would have had a better opportunity with John Carpenter, but then seeing in the banging round, Perry wasn't comfortable with that either. But still, seeing the fact that Josh did a very good job of musicals, like really working well. Perry, like, she was able to really help bring in like 3 points in that round, and Josh was able to cover the rest.
Yeah.
It was still impressive to see, like, at least with Perry, not only was she looking to back up Josh, but she pulled her own weight.
Well, of course.
For sure.
And musicals is one of those categories, like, if you know it, you're really good at it, like Soda. And if you, because no one who's lukewarm on musicals watches musicals.
Mm-mm.
You know,
No.
it's a lot like horror.
Yeah.
Is I'm a giant horror fan. My wife is a movie fan. She don't like horror. She can't like, but
Either
and
one
it's same with
extreme or
musicals.
the other. There's no.
I'm not a
yeah.
fan of horror either, so it's like I'm like intermediate level, like when it comes with horror.
Yeah, no, I love horror, but I'm the weird guy who is lukewarm on musicals. But if somebody's like, "Hey, this musical's really good," I'm like, "Cool." I mean,
I was the oddball in a theater class that hated musicals. I mean, try to be
I never went out for them, but I sing like an amputee. I can't
was in
carry a
3
note or
of
hold a
them.
tune.
I was in 3 musicals, and 2 of them were actually questions in the next category.
Oh my
I
god!
mean, they only went to multiple choice once and they got it, so they
Yeah.
nailed everything else in this.
Which one did they go to multiple choice for?
I believe it was the musical.
was Enchanted?
Yes,
Right.
Yeah,
the characters. Yeah, Prince Edward.
Queen Nerissa, Nathaniel, Prince Edward. As soon as they said it, I was like, "It's Enchanted. It's Enchanted."
So I can't remember who it was. Was someone in our watch, or if it was someone on screen was like, "Who's Enchanted?" I'm like, Josh McCouga. Because
Wasn't that you? Wasn't that you?
You said that.
Well, I said Josh McCouga, but I don't know who asked who was in Enchanted.
are you
Neither
quoting
of us did.
yourself just to bring you up? I was at this
No, Ben and
wedding.
I both didn't
Yeah,
ask.
says
who-
the guy who has 2 fucking shows on this channel with his name in it.
Okay, I farmed out both of those names, and I did not come up with either of them. I will state that. I asked you guys, what should I name this? And somebody said All Night Taco Stand.
Well, that was
I
me.
did. All right. I did suggest let's talk about Star Wars, but it's because it's the greatest name ever. All right. It's not my fault. But All Night Taco Stand, I did not come up with.
That one was me.
And Soda, you're on every show, so shut up.
That's true. That's true.
Even the ones you're unwanted, you're like, I'll still produce it. Whatever. I'm kidding. You're always wanted.
It's
You're always
it's
wanted.
because you guys apparently need me to cover your ass. Anywho,
I love you.
One of my help.
So King Arthur spun John Carpenter.
okay, now this was my favorite moment of the match.
What am I, chopped liver? Is that what Ben just said?
Yep.
Ben, I can't mention you because you're like the goat of this channel. That if I bring you in, then the argument's over.
Alright, that's fair.
No, my favorite moment of this whole match came from when they spun John Carpenter, and it's revealed that Griffey Newman has spent the last 4 months doing the John Carpenter.
And I knew that too.
podcast. Like,
I knew
okay.
that. When they spun John Carpenter, I said, oh shit. And Leslie's like, what? I'm like, that's what he's covering right now. And he goes, yeah, I just spent the last 4 months covering all of these movies. Let's do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, done. I was like, okay.
As soon as it happened, I was like, well, okay.
Yep. Shit. I
They
can only
went to
imagine
multiple
press
choice
room
on
in
one,
that.
though.
Yeah. Which one was that one?
Who helped to score
Right.
along with John Carpenter? What was it?
What other
Big
like?
Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, I
Yes.
can't remember the name, but I do remember Mark
hard.
saying we finally got the Kinks on the show. So it was frontman of the Kinks, I think.
yep.
Ellen Hogarth?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a fucking question. I consider myself a John Carpenter fan, and I actually did pretty good on that. But I do know that there's like 100 John Carpenter movies that somebody could be like, oh, by the way, who is the star in Mouth of Madness? Like, what? But I actually do know that one. It's Sam Neill. But most people won't because there's a lot of John Carpenter movies where he got so sick of the in the 90s, John Carpenter got so sick of the studio system where he just started like making tiny little indie movies that he wanted to make. And they were very Lovecraftian, like vampire movies, and no one gave a shit about them. And,
I remember.
Yeah. Ghosts from Mars. Yeah, a lot of really good ones.
I enjoyed
actually.
Vampires and Ghosts from Mars, honestly.
I like vampires a lot. I do love that Griffey Nooms is like, can we say James Woods?
That was funny. Yeah. Exactly.
He dominated that round as well. It was amazing.
Oh, for sure. Well, I mean, like he's covering the podcast. I mean, I would just Griffey, it's all
Yeah,
yours.
yeah. Khan just sat back and was like, why are you even consulting me? Just
Jake, how's it going? Hope you're having a good time.
Yeah, Lacomento. What's up?
Yeah.
You remember that time that that team? What was the name? DC Movie News. Wow. Kalinowski's first team.
Yeah.
Got Bond.
The league. Oh no. It was
No, that was
Faction was the league. It was DC.
Yeah,
movie
the faction was the league. But when they got Bond and Adam Gertler, just like, all right, sorry guys.
Yeah, I know. I'll sit aside.
Yeah.
And every time Adam like kind of turned to him, he would like not even look at him, like, oh, maybe it's this. Shut the fuck up. It's this. Like he didn't even look at his own partner. Well, that's what it reminded me of, but not as bad.
Pretty much what
They
it was.
they broke up after that match, so not.
Yeah,
as
that's right. Was it the same match?
Yep,
It
they
was
broke up
team
after that match.
That was
Wow.
team.
No, they didn't break up. Mike broke up with them.
That's still a breakup.
Yeah, Ben.
When my girlfriend breaks up with me, we
it's-
are
you're
broken
not still-
up.
You're not still together, but she's
Yeah.
not with you.
I showed the
She
next
broke
day,
up with me, but I didn't break up with her. So
I didn't break up.
That was Ben's version of we were on a break.
Thank you.
I know you broke up with me, but I still want you to cook me dinner tonight. So.
Yeah, right? We're on a break, so I'll just go sleep with someone.
Seriously,
Are you
six
done?
is off the table.
It is a break.
Everybody's on camera. Come on.
Here's my impression of M'Baku after you guys had your conversation. Are you done? Are you done?
All right.
Round 3 was for John Carpenter because it was
As well.
the
Hence
meeting
why I
round.
named the video John Carpenter's Team Tournament Final.
I wasn't paying a lot of attention during that because that was right when I was shutting my phone. I was shutting it off to try to get the baby to sleep, and then I turned it back on during the speed round. But I just turned it back on and got it going, and I just heard the answer, and it was like Starman. I was like, did they really get Carpenter again? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why
Hell
why I
yeah.
think they bet 2.
No. Pressman bet 2. They bet 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
of course. King Arthur's not going to bet anything less than 3.
How
Let's be
is
honest.
Perry, being the horror fan, hesitant on Carpenter?
Well,
That
Carpenter
year-
had
Yeah,
more than just-
that's right.
I don't. I
You
know.
just said that he did more. You just did that little spiel to where he did other indie films.
Indie horror. He made indie horror films.
Yeah, but
He's 90% horror.
this question was not a horror. This Carpenter question was
It's
not
still
a horror question.
Yeah, but what horror fan doesn't love all Carpenter? All right, maybe I'm just weird. But
Yeah.
but he is 90% horror though. Besides Starman, Big Trouble in Little China, and maybe like something else I'm not thinking about.
Well,
He's pretty much all horror.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Halloween.
but when you
Halloween
think
Horror
about
Factory,
it, they
that
had a 2-point difference. Betting that 3 and getting it wrong means a 5-point difference. You've got to think that at the end of the day they've got to play it right.
Yeah, but they were behind. Press room was behind.
Yeah. So are you really?
So
gonna
I
give
go
it the option?
3.
But if they had gotten it wrong,
You need
that's
the
what would happen.
points.
It would have been.
Then now you got a 5-point deficit.
Then I go in and all right. I don't play. I don't. Sorry.
So
people
I'm
just
just-
stare
I'm
at.
just talking to
I don't
myself,
play
don't worry.
conservatively. I play liberal. I go in or go home.
So I just did the math. 45% of John Carpenter's director credits is horror.
Okay, that's still a large percentage.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's 9 out of
45%
12.
is not a large percentage, man. Where did you learn calculations?
I didn't say majority. I said it was a large amount.
He
45
rejects
is a
your
large
reality
amount.
and substitute his own.
I didn't say
That's still a
majority.
large amount.
I said 45
I know,
is not a large
I know.
amount compared to the majority.
45. Yeah. Well, it's all relative, isn't it?
This is Taco
Jeez.
right now.
It flipped.
Shit, wrong clip.
Jesus.
No, it's the same clip as I grabbed the wrong one. Damn it.
Oh.
You're pretty
Oh
much
my
saying he's
God.
Clara. He's trying to
Soda,
he's trying
I
to prove
do
something even though he's
object to
wrong.
reality and substitute my own. I just did it. Fuck your reality. What are we doing here? Are you gonna try to play the
Would
better
you get
clip?
on a plane if it only landed 45% of the time? Would you be like, that's a large amount?
Yeah.
No, but if it like I said earlier, I used the word that's all relative. If I said 45% of the food I eat is pizza, you'd be like, dude, you eat a lot of pizza. See how it's all relative? Okay, so shut the fuck up. Jeez. No, I wouldn't get on that plane.
So let's just get into it. Round number 4.
Yep, the speed round.
Oh my God!
I will
Can
be
we
honest.
skip it?
The questions, I liked all the questions that popped up there. I only got 8 out of 10 through both
Pass.
of them.
Pass.
Yeah, really. That's what.
It was bad when Harry did it, and then when Josh started doing it, we were like, "Oh, this is."
No. Josh went first.
Yeah,
Josh went
Oh,
first.
that's right. Josh went first, and then Harry
And
He only got 3 of them. Yeah.
We also got to see how good King Arthur did, where I'm pretty sure they went almost perfect. If they go perfect, they went perfect. They went perfect, and also, I am done talking crap about Khan. Not that I've ever talked crap about Khan. I'm done before I start because he was super impressive in his half of that speed round. He played really good.
No, that was his most out of the whole match. That was his most impressive showing.
Oh, for real? How many people are watching? We got. Oh, is that Double D?
It's Double D.
Oh no, the speed round broke his gigantic 7-foot heart. You know how much meat that heart is? It's like a 6-pound heart.
Heart.
Yeah, but that's a big heart. That's like 30 pounds of meat.
But going into that speed round, though, looking at that speed round, I mean, yeah, Khan and already got all of them. Josh
killed it.
He only passed on the question 3 and 4 because those were good questions. It was mainly focusing. It was pretty much an actors and a films question, you know. Like to ask you for question. Let's see, question 4. If you were in the speed round, were you able to pull if that question? What actress was in Funny Face, My Fair Lady, and A Nun Story?
Soda got it wrong.
Got it wrong because all I had my focus on was Funny Lady and Funny Girl, and I wasn't even paying attention to My Fair Lady.
I mean, you see Barbara Streisand, I was like, really?
Well, she was in the other two.
I didn't get it.
No,
I
Audrey Hepburn
don't
was
have
in a film called Funny Face, and Barbara Streisand was in a movie called Funny Girl. I mean, similar titles, but the funny thing is that they do get no pun intended. They do get confused.
Right.
Yeah, I saw that, Taco. That's why I had to correct myself. No pun intended.
Funny girls, funny face. The funny thing. Oh my God.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be cute. I'm just saying that those two titles.
You don't need to try, baby.
Gotten them confused. Some people have said Barbara Streisand was in Funny Face and Audrey Hepburn was in Funny Girl, and I'm just going. Are you sure?
I know the difference. It's just in the moment. It.
No, yeah.
In my head.
Did all three
speed round?
Did all 3 titles have a female pronoun? It's Funny Girl, Funny Lady.
Okay, so I'm
My
not
Fair
sure
Lady.
My Fair Lady, A Nun Story, and Funny Face. Those were the 3 films.
Okay, all right. There's like Funny Girl, Funny Lady. Like,
things.
okay.
No,
I didn't have that
Funny
one.
Girl and Funny Lady are autobiographical movies of Fanny Brice, who's one of the very first comedians on Broadway to make it big in New York.
Yeah, who doesn't know that? What? You just saying facts right now? You made that shit up. You made all that shit up.
No. With Telly Savalas as her husband. What can I say? I know my.
I don't know any of the things you're saying right now.
You don't know Telly Savalas, Kojak?
Oh God.
So Perry only got 1 in her round.
Yeah. No, this is the thing. Like, she kept saying pass, which in a way was a smart strategy because if she'd answered and got it wrong, she would have lost points.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't lose
but when you pass 4 out of your 5, when you pass 4 out of your 5,
I'm not saying it was good, but at least she didn't lose points for her team.
But Harry Nemiroff, not knowing how many Halloween movies that Donald Pleasance is in, freaking surprised me. I knew that at the top of my head. It's 1, 2,
6.
It's 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6.
Well, that's Taco. In that moment, Perry, I'm pretty sure in the speed round, Perry was more because she was getting 5 questions, 60 seconds. She wanted to answer as many as she can, so hopefully
you saw her count it. You're right, but she literally took time on that one. She went,
Yeah, she did.
pass. And then she said pass.
She should have let it go through her head.
I'm just surprised. I'm not trying to talk shit about Perry. I'm just surprised that a Halloween fan or a horror fan doesn't know 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Like, it's called the Donald Pleasant timeline for a reason. Like, it's
not everybody is that dedicated into horror.
But she also is.
I know she is, but she also does more than just horror movies.
It surprised me, Ryan, because I have a high opinion of her. It surprised me.
I do.
I
I
wasn't
do
going to think
as
about
well.
the round as well.
But
It's a high pressure round.
Yeah,
I know.
To be fair,
Surprised
to
me.
be fair. To be fair, Perry did
Okay, thank you. All right, double D's with me.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
you're not.
Perry did host a horror show on Collider for a few years.
Thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
So she knows horror movies.
I'm not
Right.
saying that she would not any other day. If this was not a speed round question, I'm pretty sure she definitely would have pulled that
Absolutely.
out.
Yeah.
But
like
it's
Jess
not
said,
that
it
she
was a
sped
high-pressure
through it,
situation.
though.
But Taco,
I would agree
Taco,
with you if she sped through it, but she
Taco,
I
did
don't
stop
think
to
she
think
might
about
have
it.
felt that she could get it, and then when she realized she was going to have to count it back, she was like, "Okay, let me run through to the next one." While
and also at the
working
same
on that.
time, she passed on two other questions. She passed on 3 questions by the time it got there. So she only answered one, which was the Elizabeth Moss Invisible Man question.
Invisible Man.
Yeah.
When she realized she
Which is
passed
the
on
other
3
horror question. I'm glad she
Yes.
got the other horror question.
Well, it was a new release, so it was the freshest, and it was very simple as well. It wasn't asking her numbers. It was just more of Elizabeth Moss was in this 2020 horror remake, Invisible Man. That's simple. When the Donald Pleasant came up, that required more brain power to use. When she had gotten questions like, Whoopi Goldberg provided the voice in this Toy Story film, or who was in Guys and Dolls.
See, those are definitely harder. Or the Marlon Brando one, I actually didn't know. I was surprised by how easy the other guys knew it. Oh, sorry, I don't watch classics like you do. So
No. Like I said, the main reason I knew that is because I had to watch Guys and Dolls when I did the musical, so I knew he was in it for that.
Yeah.
If I would have stopped and thought about it, I knew he was in that.
Yeah.
But because wasn't
This is not around for stopping and thinking, though. That's the problem.
that's it? Because wasn't Ryan Gosling and Tom Hardy going to do a remake of that? They were talking about it.
I heard there was rumors of remake, but I know it got shelved.
And,
Yeah.
and I remember thinking, like,
Originally.
was that Marlon Brando in that? And that was all I remember thinking.
And
But
Frank Sinatra.
oh wow, Marlon Brando and Frank Sinatra. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to watch that, but okay.
So
Wow.
there's a song that Marlon Brando's character in the play sings called "Luck Be a Lady Tonight," which I'm sure everybody has heard.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was. Hold on, was it? No, it was supposed to be Frank Sinatra. They gave it to Marlon Brando, and he couldn't sing it for shit. If you listen,
I didn't know.
The only song he sings is horrible.
Okay, I know that he's not. I know he's not a Vito Corleone, but I literally thought of like,
Okay.
"Look, be a lady," like him singing in the Vito Corleone character. That would be amazing.
I quickly just went by that 4th round again, the speed round, looking at Perry. When she got that Donald Pleasance question, she only had 18 seconds on the counter left. So most of her time was used on that, but it was definitely not going to be enough for her to answer a question. It was better she did pass, risking missing it, and then it went from a 9-point game to a 10-point game.
It's rough.
Yes, it is rough. Look,
Because Josh got 3.
Yeah, Josh did good.
Josh got 3, Perry got 4, which gave them 4 points. but
Both
King
of them
Tom
surprised me, and that was it. Is seeing the other guys go through it. Even hearing Josh say pass once, I was like, oh, okay, something just happened. And then when he said it again, I was like, oh shit. And then when she did it 4 times, I was like, oh my god. And I'm not good at math.
Josh
I thought they got knocked out. I didn't realize it was 9 left because I'm not good at doing the.
Josh got one of his passes because he answered it before Ellis had even finished.
Right at the end,
Yeah, but right at the end.
Yeah.
I think it was. I just came in with such higher expectations for them because I love them, and like I said, I was rooting for Pressroom in this.
Well, yeah.
So maybe that's probably just why it shocked me so much because when the other guys went perfect, I was like, these guys are gonna go perfect. And plus, I'm famous for saying, like I say it all the time, I think fast money more often than not just inflates the points. The spread stays exactly the same. These guys got 10. These guys got 10. And so I was really surprised by this speed round.
And this match is proof that as much as despite all the other matches, championship and 5 rounders we have seen on digital do Fast Money, this match lays the counter argument that Fast Money is not always going to work out.
It makes it more competitive. Yeah, which it actually is an argument for it for me.
It's mainly because we've had the matches of Dimolanta and Damon for the 5150 with Mike, with Chandru and Mara, Mike and Mara, even with Ethan, even when Ethan and Merle last year, we've seen how Fast Money has changed things. We all think, oh, Fast Money makes it so much more competitive, makes it much more interesting. But
I don't think either of those
forget the downside of it to where you miss a question, that's a negative point. So yeah, you can go in, answer 10 questions, but you miss 3. Guess what? Those 7 points you thought you accumulated are minus by 3 points. So you have 4 points coming out of that speed round. So there is a lot going in there, which is why when they said they were bringing buzzards back, I'm like, great. They don't have to worry about answering 10 questions. They can just do 5. And
I'm not surprised, Double D.
I'm so glad whoever put that up. I think I did. I didn't know I could.
I did.
Okay, cool. Double D. I remember when you were bringing that up on your guys' show, and I was thinking because he was talking about how much more points or how many more points Fast Money can bring in as being a plus. But I do like buzzer rounds for it being a lot more detrimental, and they're causing more swings and it being a lot more competitive. And I even remember him saying, it was right before the team's championship match that went 5150, of how much harder it would be with buzzers to get that amount of points, 5150. And like the next week, it happened with Shazam. But anyways, Double D, I see you. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so going into the 5th round, Press Room had a pretty big task to try and fulfill. They needed to answer all of their questions to avoid getting PKO'd. Unfortunately, Josh Horowitz missed his 3-pointer. And there we have it, the winner of this year's Ultimate Schmoedown Team Tournament, King Arthur.
Oh my God.
Exchange.
I want to know
down just what the question was he missed.
Yeah, I got it.
I know. Scorsese films with Robert De Niro.
Right.
In the 90s.
In the
90s, sorry.
I forgot about Cape Fear.
I thought maybe there was another one. I told Leslie, I'm like, there's at least 3. Like maybe there's 4.
Cape Fear and Goodfellas. The third one just slipped.
Casino.
Yeah, I had Casino and Goodfellas. I forgot about.
I love Cape Fear a lot. I think.
Somebody said 3. I forget who it was.
Yeah, Ben said 3. Yeah.
But yeah, Ben did say 3 quite adamantly, and then someone was like, no, 2.
Ben, me and you were the same because I knew I was like, all right, it's the 2 gangster ones. It's Casino, Goodfellas. I'm like, in Cape Fear, is there a 4? So I was thinking it was either 3 or 4. So when Horowitz said 2, again, I think he's a smarter person than I am. So I was like, what? And then then they were like, and your winner, I was like, oh my God. I just assumed
I knew he was in trouble when he hit his 2 JTEs though.
I would have used it just to make sure. I mean, I don't think twice on that because a lot of times people will do that at the end. But
no, sometimes if you know it, you sometimes want to go for it. But in most situations, that extra JTE is there to really help reinforce or to really help break it down in your brain, especially.
Okay.
And I don't blame Josh for using that.
I just want to say, Dan, sorry I misquoted you. You're yelling at me in the comments. I respect you as a person. Yeah. I must have just misread. I must have misheard it when I was watching that show. Okay, you're right.
So now we have King Arthur going on to Spectacular to face Shazam.
Yeah. Without doubt, is going to be. Yeah, it's to quote a wrestling commentator that we both admire, Soda. This is going to be a slobber knocker.
Yep. Good old JR Jim Ross.
All right, wait, can I say one too? To quote a wrestling commentator, that man has a family, by God.
The same guy. A slobber knocker is a knockdown drag out fight.
Yeah.
By God.
It's a southern term.
But this is going to be interesting because this is going to be the first time King Khan is going to play in a live crowd.
Right.
It's going to be the first time Griff, Artie, and Khan are going to be in the buzzard round. Shazam, they have played in both championship formats, in digital and in live now. So they are both. So Shazam definitely has the edge on the experience.
But knowledge, I'd say they're pretty damn evenly matched, which is not something you say often about Shazam.
Secures Griffey one at least, if not 2 times in Spectacular.
Yeah.
And I know, Dan, love you. Oh, by the way, next taco stand next week, November 18th. See you there, Dan.
Yeah.
Nice
Well, you
plug.
Yeah,
Nice.
Well, I got to make sure Double D gets on it. Jeez. I already invited Jay, and I like Double D way more than I like Jay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He did. He did.
Brian, Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, he's technically right. Yeah, it was against Lon Harris.
Right.
But that was a controlled crowd. What I mean, Brian, is that a live crowd. He's going to be in front of a lot of people, just like how Horowitz and Griffey played at New York. It's going to be a much bigger crowd. Because the Cantina was technically like a studio match where it's just a small group of people. Now, Brian, you are technically correct. You are technically correct there. But I'm saying live crowd where it's going to be I won't say uncontrolled, but the crowd's going to be a lot more louder, a lot more ruly. And
whatever energy possessed Griffey Nooms in New York possesses him again, Khan can play a bad match. I still have King Arthur.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe not a bad match. It is against Shazam. No one can play a bad match.
In Shazam's record, though, when it came with the big matches, at least when they played against Founding Fathers at Spectacular, when they played against Odd Couple at Spectacular, and when they played against Corruption at Collision, they have flubbed in the 5th round. So that can be a factor going in. Because right now, Shazam.
Yes.
Agreed, man. Agreed, Brian. He's got to come out in the full King garb. And you got to put Griffey Nooms as the
pretty sure
jester.
He's going to be in full
If
King
Griffey
garb.
Nooms isn't dressed as a queen, he's got to be the jester.
He's either going to dress as a knight or he's going to come out in his Arthur outfit. I would love for him to come out in his Arthur outfit from the
Yes, please.
You
know what I kept waiting for? The return of Bibbs and the kids' entrances.
Yes.
That's going to be entertaining as
You
hell.
think they're going to do one for Spectacular for this? They have to.
Heck yeah.
At Spectacular 4, they did an entrance pretty much doing the whole Christmas thing where they were just throwing down gifts in the crowd.
Yeah.
They couldn't do that for Spectacular 5, obviously, because it was digital. But Bibbs, I know he wants to do a big entrance.
He's at least gonna.
He couldn't do it against Lightning Time. I know Bibbs is going to want to do something like that. He's going to want to do that.
So, big entrance. And I know I'm not alone in here because I know I got fellow musical lovers. Would you not die of laughter if King Kong came out and sang "You'll Be Back" from Hamilton?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That'd be amazing. That'd be
I
amazing.
will walk out.
They say if you just came out. Oh my God. I would fucking die.
Here's the thing. Here, I'm gonna paint a picture. If he does do that and the crowd sings along, you're just gonna see one guy sitting in his chair, like, "Give me a fucking break," and that guy's gonna be me.
And you know what? Fuck that guy. No offense.
Ben, what were you about to say?
You know what song I want Shazam to come out here? Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka.
Now that I will stand up for. I will stand up for that.
I'll take it. Willy Wonka and Bibbs dressed as an Oompa Loompa.
No. Bibbs is come on, really? Bibbs is Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
And freaking the kid as Charlie.
The kid.
Yeah.
The kid
Yeah,
is
I
Willy
know.
Wonka.
I know. I was correcting him, Ryan.
Yeah.
I think
And
Bibbs
I agree
is
with Tucker, I'm
Wonka
gonna be honest.
and the kid as freaking Charlie. Duh.
Yeah.
Let's go one
Because
step
I'm Charlie
further.
Bucket.
The kid
Give
is
him a
Charlie.
golden ticket.
The kid is Charlie. Bibbs is Grandpa Joe.
No.
Oh, you mean the bad guy from Fox and the Hound?
Or you mean the guy that pretended that he couldn't get out of bed and then suddenly he could?
Yeah.
A piece of shit. Grandpa Joe is a low-key piece
He's
of
like, I
garbage.
can't go to work. I can't get out of bed. But
Oh, I can't help it all. Oh, they're going to give away free candy. Whoa, my legs. Whoa.
Wait, Grandpa, I thought you
Exactly.
were cold when your back hurts. Well, the magic of candy has given me new life. It's like
It was
Grandpa
the
Joe is
magic
like
of song.
Grandpa Joe is like one of those churchgoers that go whenever pastor, he says, "I'm gonna heal you through the power of the Lord." He's like,
I'm healed.
and then all of a sudden he's like, "You're healed." Woo! Hallelujah! I'm healed.
Faith healing with chocolate.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, like I want to see a quick clip of like, oh, I can't get out of bed, Charlie, and it's like 2 days later, and he's floating up to the sky. Like, oh, really?
If you wanted to be realistic, he could have been in a wheelchair till he got to the gate. He was like, "Okay, Charlie, I think I can do it." No, I can't do it. There's Willy Wonka. Oh my God, Willy! Oh my God!
No, Willy Wonka does his like walk out with a cane and then flips, and Grandpa's like, who pretends to be crippled, really?
Yeah.
This concludes.
Charlie's like, really, asshole?
Yeah.
So have you guys seen the still
Carpenter
of Timothy Chalamet during filming of the Willy Wonka prequel? He actually
Yeah.
that's the thing about Timothy Chalamet. There's something about him, like you could put him in any period piece and he looks like
I like
Yes,
Timothy
because he
Chalamet a lot.
suits that. He looks anemic. It's
He went
great.
from a medieval king to
You're right, Tucker.
No, that was funny. He looks anemic. I was like, yeah, but
like him in Little Women. Like he looked the part.
yeah. I can't remember what he was in Little Women. Was he just a hot?
he was Christian Bale's character.
From the 1994 one, yeah. He
Yeah,
was-
I know, but what was his status? Was he supposed to be like a noble or just a commoner or just someone?
No, he was. He comes from a Olaf family.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought he's trying to marry his way up.
Well, yeah,
I didn't
he
pay
marries Florence
attention.
Pugh, which is a good
Yeah, because-
he picks the
Yeah,
right
he's-
sister to marry, obviously.
Well, yeah, but
I'm
doesn't
saying
that
because
character?
it's Florence Pugh. It's Florence Pugh. I'm just
Oh
saying.
no, I completely agree. I love Florence Pugh. I completely agree. I'm in the Zach Braff camp. Yeah, no, totally. I'm with you, buddy.
Fuck
It's awesome.
Zach Braff. If what Kate's been telling me about Zach Braff, then yeah, Florence needs to get the fuck away from him.
What? All right,
Really?
moving on.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that here.
No,
What?
SEN. No, this is for SEN. Kate said that she had she's heard bad things about Zach Braff though. That's Kate
I don't
Mullen.
know. I love Zach Braff.
No, he does come. I just had to look it up. He comes from a rich, well-off family. So
Okay,
Okay. My neck cracked. Did everyone hear that, or is that just me? Ugh.
it was just you.
just you.
I gotta go to bed. I was a little closer in proximity to my.
I don't know.
neck
Taking
than you
another
guys.
beer it'll take the edge off.
All right,
Yeah.
I love that you guys paint me as some alcoholic. I'm at a wedding freaking like rehearsal, and this
So
is my
he's
first beer.
pre-drinking, is what he's
Wait,
doing.
No.
wait, you are assuming? Hey, you know what they say about assumption? It makes an ass out of you.
And you did the assumption.
I didn't assume. I just said take another drink. I didn't say this
It's
was a
empty.
drink.
He didn't
This-
assume anything. He just
I
said
just
that
said
alcohol's
take
a
another
great
drink,
way to
you'll
get
take
rid
the
of the
edge off.
pain.
I wasn't assuming that was your 10th bottle of whatever beer that is.
It was my wife's. I would never drink the Golden Light.
Why would you
I had
drink
to
your wife's stash?
because
What
she
kind
went
of
to
husband are
sleep.
you?
We ordered it from the bar, went up to the hotel room, if you must know, and she said, "I'm not going to finish it. You can have mine." I said, "Cool." Jeez,
Oh my
Ryan. I had 2
I
glasses
was
of
not
wine
saying
before
you
this.
have a
3
drinking
drinks.
problem, but now because the fact that your wife allowed you to drink, I'm starting to go with you have a drinking problem.
I get nervous when I'm on stream. You want to make fun of my eyesight or something too? Jeez.
I have.
I'm blind if you want to make fun of my blindness.
I have prescription glasses. Okay,
Jeez.
I don't have to. I'm not making fun of your eyesight.
Well, I mean, you're making fun of me. I have to drink to get over nerves. I mean, my back goes out sometimes. You want to make fun of that too?
Hey, I had to go to a doctor's appointment and I got prescription medication for back problems. Okay?
I wanted to end this
You're not-
5 minutes
you're not
ago
gonna
for a
hold-
reason.
You're not gonna have a. You're not
No
gonna.
offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
And on that note,
If you're
Where
talking
does he
about
run
Kami
that
as
going
if
into
we
the
share the
next bit?
similarities, yeah, that's Kami between us.
and on that note,
Gobbledygook was the important word.
Taco, when you're not drinking in a hotel lobby, where can everybody find you?
At home, drinking. All right. I had to double down on that.
Okay,
you're
Randy
get-
Marsh.
All right. I got to get out of here because the cleaning crew's going to kick me out here in a minute. You will find me this Thursday on the All Night Taco Stand. We have some amazing guests. Kiwi has been doing a lot more work than I have been getting everybody ready for it, and I cannot wait. It starts at 10 p.m. Central Thursday, November 18th, and we're going to go all night, and we're starting off with the Alien Game Championship. Somebody's going to walk home with a belt. Well, not walk home with a belt. They're going to wait at their home for about 5 to 6 weeks until I mail it to them, but still.
Yes.
There we go, and that's where you'll find me.
Ryan, what about you?
Oh, you can definitely find me here on Mount Schmoedown. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do
The
that.
heel voice is back.
You guys can definitely find me here on Schmoes in the North, Saturdays, co-hosting Mount Schmoedown with my buddy up top, Ben, along with our other two co-hosts, John DeGreggio and Allison Wow. I swear, if I see her in public and she's going to smack me upside the face for not getting her last name.
yeah.
But as I said, on our show, Mount Schmoedown Saturdays, tune in tomorrow, as we're going to have the Major Thomas Harper on our show. We're going to have a great conversation with him. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And then also, Ben and I are the Sunday crew on Schmoedown Night in Canada. We are definitely we have one hell of an interesting week of Schmoedown matches outside the pay-per-view that I can't wait to get into talk with Ben and anyone else who would love to join us. And also, if you guys are fans of wrestling, I do co-host a podcast with the first class league competitor, the Sinister One, James Shimo, called Wrestling Rambles and Rages Podcast. Our new episode just came out. It is available on Spotify, Apple Podbean, and Anchor, wherever you get your podcasts on. So go ahead and check it out.
All right, Jess, what about you?
So tomorrow I will be on, speaking of Schmoedown, on the JCast Network. So that should be fun. We're having Nikki DeMolanta as our special guest. So I'm very excited to meet her. And then I will be joining Taco on November 18th. I will be hosting the Alien Game. We've got Evan Bushka, Gold Leader, Marie Wilson, 50 Shades of Geek, and Taco all competing for the belt. And then we'll be going for as many hours as we can keep ourselves up for after that. So that should be good fun.
And Big Fudge, where can everybody find you?
You guys can find me at Ben_Radio on Twitter, right now that channel on, and like I said, Mount Schmoedown. Schmoedown Night in Canada on Sundays. Get ready. Shooting the breeze. Recapping the past.
Yep.
I think that's everything, right? No, am I forgetting something?
Don't worry, I'll cover the rest because you and me pretty much do the same shows. You can find me on my personal Instagram and Twitter at soda_the_saxman. You can find me on pretty much every show on this channel, which is Wednesdays for the Squared Circle, Thursdays for Shooting the Breeze, Friday nights usually here, Saturday morning on Get Sweaty. What else am I forgetting? Oh yes, and of course Recapping Past. Those are the shows that I'm involved with, and also Let's Talk About Star Wars most Saturday nights, which, however, we are on our monthly 2-week hiatus, but we will be returning. Don't you worry. And I also will be on the All Night Taco Stand pulling double duty. I will be producing the match and the show, and I will be on screen as well. So definitely come check that out. A lot of people are going to be there. We do have some special guests lined up. It's going to be an all-around good time, which reminds me, Taco, you need to send me a list of the clips for me to cut out.
Yes, I do. We have to get on that.
I'll be watching the Star Wars game on Thursday night.
Are you going to come on afterwards?
Yeah.
Then you're coming on after.
All right, cool.
I'll be working through most of it, but I'm definitely gonna be listening to the All Night Taco Stand.
Yeah.
And maybe a certain someone will show up.
It's okay. I have the option to mute guests,
and I'm there so I can counteract whatever he does.
It'll be awkward coming from a Starbucks.
So on behalf of myself, Ben, Jess, Ryan, and the local barfly himself, thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you next week on Schmoedown Night in Canada. Don't forget, everyone,